All right, you know what? Let's do it. I've been getting a lot of people asking me to continue my Christian
Silent has super
series.
chatted $9.99 or up a gulp, heart.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I don't know what that means, but thank you. And people have really been wanting me to catch up on the Christian series. We're at 67, so yeah, let's do it. Let's get it going. Let's get her done. I missed Geno, so let's do it. Where's the music? Did I mute this? Oh.
What made her this way?
I don't know.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian
Weston Chandler. Of Christian Weston Chandler. Very cool. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, baby. Bing chling. All right, enough of that. Playing a little weird at this point.
On October 30th, 2018, Christine continued to write extremely long threads on Twitter, attempting to explain to her followers the concept behind the dimensional merge, or the foretold alleged merging of the real-world dimension of 1218 and the dimension...
And the other dimension of Chalk Zone, guys. That's what it really is. It's the Chalk Zone dimension, okay? And it's a real thing, guys. The Chalk Zone does exist. If you don't believe Chalk Zone exists, you are coping and you're malding, okay? And it's real. And when I was younger in school, there was this kid who hated Chalk Zone so much that if you sang the song to him, he would start to get really angry. And I think that he was a little, you know, he was a good guy, I think. He was just, you know, I think he had a couple of, he might have had like, so, you know, might have been like, had like a thing going on. He might have been in a special education class, you know, but hey, God bless him. But Chalk Zone does exist. And Rudy does in fact have the chalk zone. And I hope you don't watch my content.
See,
if you're in the audience right now, because that would have triggered you.
97, which contained the living embodiments of almost all fictional cartoon characters and alternate versions of most of the residents of the actual Earth.
Wow.
Upon finishing her 3-part extended Twitter thread, she felt
this whole mega mind blower right here, my sequence of thoughts have ended there. Okay.
She had written enough to complete the Merge Survival Guide book that was previously planned as a collaborative project with the team behind the Sonichu official merchandise Twitter account. The merchandise creators instead expressed their confusion at her relatively brief text, claiming what Chris had written was not long enough for a fully fledged book. Also on October 30th, Christine unveiled a new kitten that had approached her from a litter of newborn cats in their backyard. She named him Patches.
How long does this cat last, man? And also, why are there fucking cats in your backyard? I don't know, I wouldn't want like stray cats in my backyard, pissing everywhere, marking their territory. The cat hangout spot where they're all getting together and boning each other. Not about that life.
And brought him to a vet where he was diagnosed with conjunctivitis in his left eye and given medicine. Chris elaborated on Twitter that the Chandlers had been feeding the wild cats in the backyard for a while.
That makes sense as to why the cats are there. Because you're feeding them.
And that 2 more kittens.
I thought they didn't even have enough money for themselves. Why are they feeding cats? Or maybe they're eating cat food and they figure, hey, we might as well give some to the cats.
Had snuck into the property, but were still hiding. On October 31st, Chris revealed her Halloween costume, Princess Savina from the cartoon series The Smurfs.
Why? Why the Smurfs? Like, what's the motivation? Like, it's not even like, I mean, I get the Smurfs are cool and all, but it's just such a, like, I feel like that's a niche thing to dress as. Also, you gotta dress up in all blue. I mean, we already have that in the Blue Man Group, and they already have their, like, permanent Smurfs impression, so, like, it's kind of overdone, I feel like.
She planned to attend a bar and grill restaurant and enter a costume contest, and later added that her 4 spouses...
Oh, that's not even a Smurf. That's just like that's like such an obscure character from this. I would just think of, if you're gonna be a girl, be Smurfette, right?
Magichan, Sylvana, Crizel, and Mewtwo, who apparently could not be photographed, were also dressed up as characters from the Smurfs.
Yeah, because they couldn't have just dressed up as themselves, because they're not people, you know, but...
In the aftermath of the event, Chris wrote that the restaurant had a great atmosphere, friendly employees, and good tea and burgers. On November 1st, Christine tweeted
you gotta love a good burger.
that the dimensional merge would happen before the end of the year, though was uncertain on which day.
Bro, it's so funny because like people think that Christine is crazy, but if you think about it, like how many different times have like our public minds thought that like something crazy was gonna happen? Y2K, you know? Oh, Y2K, that's really gonna happen. You know? Oh, the Rapture, that's really gonna happen. Back in the day, they thought Ragnarok was gonna happen. You know, all these things are gonna happen. They never happen, bro. Oh, the Holocaust really happened. Didn't happen. Just kidding. That's a joke. It did happen. That's a joke.
On November 2nd,
Kidding.
Chris informed trusted QB Farms member, the captain, that the other 2 kittens have formally been welcomed into the Chandlers' home, and all
Nice.
3 were ill. On that same day,
Nice.
Christine posted
Ill,
on Twitter
baby.
that her new family of kitties all suffered from conjunctivitis and
Why? What is that? Like an infection of the eye? Like what the fuck? Why do they all have the same issue?
needed immediate medical attention. She asked for help from her followers since she feared her new cats would not survive until the merge.
Yeah, just eat them.
The captain, via text message, told Chris that he was
Eat the cats. Feed the homeless people. All right. I know that that's a hot take, but you know what? Got to get sustenance somewhere.
furious that she was using the kittens to beg for money and ordered her to take the kittens to the vet. Other forum users noted that the tweet seemed to have been sent from New Zealand, like some tweets posted in October, positing that perhaps the message was written and sent by a troll. Chris then wrote that the cats were recovering in warmth and comfort, with paper to
that's
relieve
nice.
themselves onto, and good music from radio stations.
The good music from radio stations really got me. That's very important for developing cats with conjunctivitis, to get good music. But what is good music to them? Imagine, like, you know what's really fucked up? Imagine Christine's just playing horrible music. Like, for instance, for some reason, every time I connect my phone to anything, it starts playing U2 if I connect it to a Bluetooth. And I don't understand why that's like a default. It's very obnoxious and annoying, and it needs to stop. All right? I'm calling you out. And you can't take it off your phone. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Not long after, a tweet posted from Chris's account that while she was allegedly playing the video game Hyperdimension Neptunia, her mother screamed and alerted her that the family dog, Snoopy, had mauled one of her kittens, posting a graphic photo of the alleged
why would you
cat's
post
carcass.
that?
The tweet was quickly deleted, and others found that the image was taken from an online article interviewing visual effects artist James Hatton.
Wait, it wasn't even real? So they lied about the cat getting mauled? Well, that's really shitty. I mean, it was bad enough to even post a picture under the idea. Even if it was real, it's still, you shouldn't be posting. That's horrible. But like, what the fuck? They faked the cat getting mauled?
It was only one of the examples of his work with his company, Legion VFX. In a discussion with Sonichu official merchandise, who were in the process of setting up a fund for the pets, Chris confirmed that none of the kittens had died, and that Animal Rescue had come to their home to assess the situation, and told the Chandlers they were taking good care of the cats. Christine told the merchandise producers to not call Animal Control over to their home again. Sonichu Merchandise shared the article from where the image came and suggested that she change her Twitter password. Upon changing her password, Christine then complained that she failed to get verified on the social media site, which would allow her to display a verification mark on her profile. Shortly after, Chris shared Sonichu Merchandise's announcement that their emergency fund was open for contributions. She reassured her readers that she personally would not be getting any of the money. After a little while, Christine returned to Twitter to complain that someone had called Animal Control to visit her and check on the animals. On November 3rd, Sonichu official merchandise confirmed that a shipment of medicine was on its way to the Chandlers' home. Chris wrote that previous emotionally strong tweets were apparently written by her husband, Magic-chan, and expressed her thanks to the merchandise team. She added that it may be best if money was sent to their home instead. She later rejected their suggestion of donating the kittens to a local animal shelter and claimed that the animals were getting good love and care from the Chandlers.
I mean, probably not, but at the end of the day, like, if they go into a shelter, most shelters, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure most shelters are kill shelters anyway, and they'll just, like, end up killing the animals, so, if they get too full, so it kind of is what it is at that point.
Christine then posted a photo of the 3 cats, now named Liza, Patches, and Sylvia,
Wow, they really looked fucked up, dude. Come on. What are you doing?
and revealed that a local vet came to examine them and gave them appropriate medicine, who should not be contacted.
Don't contact the vet, please.
Sonichu official
Okay.
merchandise confirmed that the veterinarian Chris mentioned was the correct person to be contacted by anyone who was concerned about the family's situation. Chris then berated the Twitter account, once again reiterating that he should not be contacted. Apparently, a Twitter user
You really shouldn't be contacting them, because that's, like, really annoying and, like, very terminally online, but at the same time, Christian doesn't seem to be the most doesn't seem to be the most responsible individual. Okay.
who contacted the vet confirmed that Chris had gone to the vet a few days ago, before this latest situation developed. Sonichu official merchandise berated Christine because she didn't reveal earlier that the Chandlers already had most of the medication that the merchandise team had sent to her, and told her not to use sick kittens for personal gain. The team
Yeah, don't use sick kittens for personal gain, guys. Use kittens in good health. Okay.
confirmed with the vet that Christine had gone to the veterinarian once, and only concerning patches, but had been prescribed enough medication to treat all 3 kittens. The mother of the kittens
What's the med? What does Christine benefit by having too much medication?
was not treated and was believed to have been kept outside in the yard. The captain asked for an update, and Chris confirmed that the mother stayed outside and refused to come in, which necessitated the family's old cat, Lucy, to fill in as a mother figure. Chris was personally
Yeah, I wouldn't go in there either, bro. I wouldn't be going in there hanging out with Christian either.
feeling overwhelmed over these recent troubles, combined with her role in the dimensional merge, and was so laying down to rest. Christine then pleaded with Sonichu official merchandise to send them monetary donations, for they would be gravely necessary come December. Kiwi Farms user, the American Hedgehog, supposed that it was because the Chandlers were to pay a property tax of $607 on December 5th.
They know that. What the fuck?
Meanwhile,
So
the
weird.
merch team revealed that they did not have private conversations with Chris for about a week, as Christine explained that it was because they were insulting her, and
Yeah, I only eat dogs. I don't think I would eat cats because they're probably very stringy and sinewy, you know? But dogs, pretty healthy animals, you know?
even though she appreciated the medicine, she needed money the most. She then frustratingly proclaimed that the kittens belonged to her, and that she was their mother and loved them all dearly. The captain then told Kiwi Farms members that he was in contact with another local forum user Chris knew from the End Games card game store, who was interested in adopting the orange kitten, Liza, and was planning on visiting the family home to pick up the cat.
I feel like, you know, given the history that Christine's had with people, like what would make her not think it was that was a troll? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't she just assume that's a troll? Like, oh, somebody doesn't actually want to come here. They just want to, like, come and harass me. You know, maybe the person was well-intentioned, but, you know, considering their relationship with the world, you know, it would not be unlikely that it was just
The
some
identity
fucking
of the
troll.
forum member was not revealed, but they successfully adopted the kitten from Chris
Oh,
after
that's
having
good.
tea and good conversation with the
Wow.
Chandlers. The friend later confessed that it seemed that bringing the kittens in was in their best interest, as the mother cat was very feral and refused to come close to anyone. The condition
Yeah.
of the house was reported as being not as bad as others thought, but their 2 dogs were described as extremely overweight. The new owner soon discovered that
Man.
Liza was in fact
I guess better to be overweight than underweight, I suppose, as like an animal, no? I guess even as a person, really. Like, not that you should eat any of those, but bro, did I seriously just get fucking named on that? Holy fuck.
male and renamed him Tingles after treating him for pneumonia.
Tingles. Okay.
On November 4th, Christine wrote on Twitter that the kitten's eyes were clearing up well.
That's
The
good.
next day, Patches developed further health complications, and
What?
Chris took him to the local vet again.
How? How is, like, are these cats just unlucky? Well, the cats are definitely unlucky to be hanging out with Christine Weston Chandler,
But he refused to admit the kitten. Instead, she purchased a heating pad and cat food with extra nutrients and cared for him at home. But on November 6th, the kitten passed away in Chris's arms. She then shared
what is happening? What is Christine doing what is Christine doing to these fucking cats? It's like not helping them live. What?
a newer photo of the last kitten that remained with her, Sylvia, with
I
her
wanna
eye
adopt that
problem
cat.
visibly improving quickly. Later that
That's
day,
good.
Kathy Weseluk, voice actress for the animated series My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, thanked all the fans of the show as the cast and crew approached the final season of the series. Christine replied, thanking her and all the other voice actors for their work, and cheered them on as she falsely claimed the series would go on for another 5 seasons. At around
Wait. Okay.
the same time, Chris's car's engine permanently broke, and she submitted
Damn.
the Ford Focus as an auction item, for fixing the engine would have been too expensive.
Yep. It's called the sunk cost fallacy when you keep up a car that's been fucking burning out and you keep putting resources into it. Because at the end of the day, sometimes it just gets to a point where you gotta let it go. Wow, I'm getting really bad rolls.
On November 8th, she posted a photo of the new kitten Sylvia lying on her head as she lay in bed shirtless.
Wow,
On the
sexy.
9th, she shared a YouTube video showcasing a modified model of Sonic the Hedgehog in the game Sonic Forces that was made to have the appearance of Sonichu.
Is that Goku? Fuck.
Aside
Why is Sonic yellow? Like piss. Oh, that's like a thing, right? It's like Super Saiyan Sonic, right? It's like a real, like actual thing. Sonic's so fucking weird, bro.
From a small criticism of a missing brown stripe in his shoes, Chris loved the mod and wished for it to be available as a free download for the game on all available game systems. On that same day, concerned observers called for animal control to visit the Chandlers' home again, but since they took care of their pets adequately, they were then left alone with no repercussions.
Well,
Possibly
good,
at
I
around
guess,
the
right?
same time, Joshua Moon, the administrator of the Kiwi Farms, received a text message from Christine in which she wrote that an officer from the Greene County Sheriff's Department came to their home to discuss the significant number of troublesome phone calls they were receiving. Chris gave them the phone numbers of Moon and the captain, who may be better at explaining to the officers the means of quelling the nuisance calls.
That's actually a very good idea because I don't think Christine could possibly communicate to people all the trolling effectively. So probably a smart idea.
On November 12th, upon learning of the death of Marvel Comics writer, publisher, and producer Stan Lee, Chris wrote on Twitter that fortunately his soul from this dimension merged with that of his still alive counterpart in dimension C197.
True, it's so disrespectful, or it's so inappropriate. I mean, disrespect is more of an intention thing. But honestly, like Christine being fucking, having autism, and especially one that they seems like they need more support than they're getting. Like it's the same thing as the thing we saw the other day where I saw something on TikTok where this one kid was like wishing I can go back in time to my dad's funeral where I decided to wear like a Naruto, like the Leaf Village little bandana or whatever. And I was like, damn, like if I was that kid, well, like the kid's dad passed away, unfortunately, but like if I was the kid's like mom, I'd be like, don't wear that. And my wife was like, nah, that's kind of like what you do. Like the kid's grieving, and that's just part of their process is to wear like a silly Naruto hat, and you just kind of leave the kid alone. It's like, damn, that's true. You got a good point there. That's something.
And that he will be seen again after the merge. At around the same time, Kiwi Farms user Dismedi noticed Christine writing something on the freedom of speech wall in Charlottesville, Virginia, which allowed for anyone to write what they wanted in chalk. After Chris left, the user took a photo of what she wrote. It read, "Dimensions C197 and 1218, this world, are merging. Hashtag dimensional merge. Hashtag 1218C197.
Wow. Well, thank God they put the hashtags in there. It makes it a lot easier for me to find it,
Be aware of your surroundings. Keep calm." On November 14th, one of Christine's cases for unpaid debt was given a continuance, with the next scheduled court appearance set on January 16th, 2019. On November 15th, Christine explained on Twitter that during the dimensional merge, she estimated that around 51% of the human residents in both dimensions would survive, and
Why would people die in the merge? I don't understand. Like, why would these people die? Why is there like a Thanos snap taking out half the fucking residents? I don't understand.
41% would die, with a margin of error of 8%.
Why?
She wrote down her calculations on a napkin.
Where does this come from? Why do they think this is going to happen? I don't understand it. This is so terrible.
Likely taken from a McDonald's, and posted a photo of it.
Yeah, that looks like I know McDonald's napkins, guys. I'm fucking, I'm morbidly obese, so I would know. That's definitely a McDonald's napkin. Thank you.
Also on that day, it was revealed that Chris was involved in a crowdfunded effort to recreate the 2001 animated motion picture, Shrek. Titled Shrek Retold, it consisted of over 200 artists, animators, and filmmakers who each recreated a short segment from the movie.
Why would you need to do a Shrek retold? That doesn't even make sense to me. Shrek is like actually a masterpiece, unironically a masterpiece. Why would you ever need to retell it? That's just fucking preposterous to me.
Christine's contribution begins around 25 minutes in. She provided the drawings and voiceover track, but appears that another party animated the characters' motions.
This is Christine Chandler. I'll be depicting scene 23 as Shrek exits the ring. The crowd cheers. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, the bad guy, I forget his name, communicates to the armed forces. And
Why don't you just look it up, Christine? What the fuck? I forget the bad guy's name. I forgot his name too for some reason, but I would have looked it up. In fact, I will do that. I'll take my own advice, okay?
Shrek becomes a bit offended and Donkey is scared.
Oh, it was John Lithgow. That was the bad guy. John Lithgow, right? Yep, the bad guy was John Lithgow. What was this? What was...
Donkey, do you want to say? No, I have a better idea. People of your luck, I give you our champion. The crowd cheers. What? Congratulations, Ogre. You have won the honor of
Maximus Farquaad. Or Quad? Okay.
going on a great and noble quest, says that guy, I forget his name still. I'm already on a quest to get my swamp back. Your swamp? Yeah, my swamp. Where
Yeah, my
you
swamp,
dump those
bitch.
fairy tale creatures.
Wait, what did he say? Fertile creatures? Did I miss something?
Okay. Alright, Ogre, I'll make you a swamp. Where you dump
Oh, fairy tale creatures. I just thought that was another very suspicious moment from Christine, but I was wrong.
those fairy tale creatures.
Those
Okay.
fertile creatures.
Alright, Ogre, I'll make you a deal. Go on this quest for me and I'll give you your swamp back. Exactly the way it was, right down to the last slime-covered toadstool. And your squatters is good as gone.
Was that actually in the movie? Does Christine like remember like the specific line the Lord Hardquad said, but not the actual name? Because that's impressive. It's something.
What
It's
kind
certainly
of
something.
quests? And I guess that's it for scene 23 of Shrek.
Okay, cool.
On November 17th, Chris uploaded
Good
a short
rendition.
YouTube video of her playing with her cat, Sylvia.
Sylvia, you're so
I've killed or got rid of all your brothers and sisters, so it's just you and me, Sylvia. Cat. It's just the two of us now. No one else.
silly. Why are you so silly? You're so delightful.
I really hope that this doesn't get DMCA'd, so I have to pull it out of my fucking video.
Cat and mouse reading. There's your meme.
The next day, someone gained access to Chris's Twitter account and
Nice.
posted a short clip of the video she recorded for the Idea Guys, in which she nakedly simulates sex with Magi-chan as All-Star by Smash Mouth plays in the background.
How fitting. For Shrek, at least. Why would you post this? This is so terrible. It's so fucked up. Why would you also even make this in the first place?
The video was accompanied by a message
Oh my
purportedly
God.
written by someone said to be from the Bluegrass State, likely a reference to Idea Guy, Stephen Boyd, who lived in Kentucky, the so-called Bluegrass State. Like previous suspicious tweets, this post was location tagged as coming from Sydney, New South Wales. The tweet was deleted within a minute.
And how do people get it? Well, you know what? I don't even know why I'd ask that. People are obviously like fucking Hawkeye and Christine, so that's probably how they got it.
Later on, Chris tweeted, "The time has come. Be sure to pray to the CPUs." She then linked to her long Twitter threads
CPUs, huh? Is that code? Child porn universe, Christine? We should have seen the writings on the wall, guys. Come on.
explaining the main concepts of the merge for anyone who had not read them yet. Afterwards, she wrote that the merge was in progress and would take final effect soon. It was observed through her PlayStation Network profile that during this time, Chris continued to play video games, including an entry from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series.
Yeah, well, you know, that would probably, you know, playing video games makes sense when when there's a merge going on, if you think about it, because the video game realm is, I think, one of the realms or something. I don't fucking know. And so if you play a video game with all these characters, you'll be closer to the realm and therefore will not be one of the, 40 or 50% of people who die. So there's my logic.
On November 22nd, Chris wished everyone a happy Thanksgiving and called for them to be thankful for all those who brought joy to them, along with other blessings, decorating her remarks with an attached photo of her mother Barbara with their cat Sylvia on her lap. Chris added to her message by listing some of the things she was thankful for, including finally getting married, becoming a CPU goddess, her mother being still alive and healthy, their house, kindness
Okay.
from most people around the world,
How long was I muted for? Fuck. Wow.
and good music and other simple things.
Oh well.
On November 26th, Christine shared on Twitter her Amazon wishlist, or a list of items found on the merchant website Amazon.com,
Yeah, thank you for explaining that to me, Gino. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
which other people could buy for her as a gift. The list included a plethora of Transformers toys, an Xbox One game console,
Oh, yep, Transformers toys are the favorite of people who are transgender. It's true.
and a couple of Nintendo handheld game consoles. The next day, Chris asked for advice in dealing with a bout of insomnia, to which one commenter wrote that they drank orange-flavored Fanta to go to sleep.
Oh, that's obviously a troll because Chris used to come and eat it by putting it into their Fanta. So, yikers.
Trollishly referencing the
Bakers.
2009
Yeah,
leaked
there you go.
video in which Christian drinks a solution of orange Fanta and his own semen.
I hate this fucking world, dude.
This tweet received a reply from the official Fanta Twitter account, which read, "Nothing but dreams of orange emoji."
Wow. It's like your dad fucking commenting on a meme. They have no idea what it's about, you know? What an inside joke. Holy Jesus.
The reply was soon engulfed with replies regarding Chris's past antics and semen drinking, and was soon deleted. At around this
Damn, they bullied Fanta into deleting the tweet. Jesus Christ.
Same time, upon discovering
Probably better for Fanta's image, but still.
that she could create sparks by striking 2 quartz stones together, she
Wow.
tried to do the same using her amethyst high school ring and another amethyst stone.
Did that destroy the stone?
She ended up cracking the stone in her ring
Incredible.
and tried to repair it with crazy glue.
That would be the way to do it, guys.
On December 5th, Chris posted a short video on Twitter of the first sight of snow.
Hey everybody, it's snowing here in 1218's Wilkesville, Virginia. Why did you interrupt my video, Barbara? There's your joke. Have a good day.
This was soon followed by a 2-part video review of the cereal Funkos, created by Funko, which was only sold in limited numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't even exist. What year are we in here? Oh yeah, we got sexy ladies in the chat. Been a while. Damn. What is this video from? Like, what year is it covering? 2018 to 2019.
With
Wow.
Funko Pop figurines
up.
contained within the box.
Hey, everybody. Just wanted to offer a little voluntary
Okay.
individual opinion about Funko brands. Funko's cereal. Just the cereal, though, I mean, because having all the pictures and the figures in them is good and all, but the cereal is
Is
really
that Golden
good.
Girls? It's
I mean,
awesome.
Various colors they're in, but I mean, hey, Funko Company, you know what you could do with the cereal?
You shove it up your ass. Tell him, Christine.
Actually put it in the grocery stores and in the cereal aisles of the Walmarts, the Targets, and
Oh,
everywhere.
that's not quite what
all
I
the
said
actual
last time.
cereal aisles, instead of just making it a specialty food item available only in certain places. Because
Good to
that berry
know.
flavor is totally awesome, and it's a multi-grain cereal, so it's definitely a good part of a balanced breakfast.
Sure.
On December
Speaking
6th,
facts, girl.
Chris complained on Twitter that trolls were adding items on her Amazon wishlist to their cart, as if they were to buy them before canceling their order, thusly emptying her wishlist.
Wow. Okay. That's so mean. What would you do though? Oh, they Christine, but Jesus Christ.
She asked for Amazon to rectify their system
How are they gonna fucking rectify anything, bro? Sis, sorry, whatever.
so that wishlist items would not be removed if the orders were cancelled, and that wishlists should not be abused by anyone other than the creators
It is actually a good idea for them to do that. They probably already did that.
of
but-
their own wishlists. Kristen returned to write that she enabled a setting to make her wishlist items unable to disappear, before adding a large selection of amiibo figurines to the list, making
that is the priority. Amiibos over amiibros, am I right? Or amihos. Okay.
the total number of items on the wish list 96. On December 7th, an unknown individual text messaged Christine to ask her about
me.
the dimensional merge, to
Was
which
me.
she replied that events leading up to the merge were happening and that the climatic merge would be happening very soon.
The climatic? Did they not say climactic?
Indulging in her fantasies, the individual asked for more details, claiming to hope to spend time with their original characters for Christmas. Chris
Yeah, I mean, if this is a real universe, I wonder what my original characters would look like. That'd be kind of cool, huh? You know? Kind of cool.
wrote that the wildfire occurring in Florida at the time was one
Bezos responded directly and it promised to make things right. I believe it. I believe that. I believe that. Okay? Thank you so much for telling me that information.
sign of the merge, in addition to the imminent death of US President Donald Trump, who was to be replaced by his counterpart from Dimension C-197.
Why would the counterpart be any better? I don't understand. Wouldn't they also be a bad person?
The person then wrote that they were interested in buying something from her wish list and inquired why they should be purchased specifically from Amazon. Christine replied that it was nice for everyone to know what she needed/wanted, and singled out replacement Wii U and Xbox One game consoles as priorities, along with some other items.
Incredible.
3 days later,
Was the Wii U the one with the weird controller? I think it was. It's like, I just don't understand. It was an interesting idea that they tried to go with, but...
Chris wrote on Twitter that the dimensional merge would happen soon, and that some of the telltale signs of it already developing
Like
were the
what?
wildfires in California and romaine lettuce being recalled due to an outbreak of E. coli bacteria.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, how those things would be a sign of a merging dimension. Because, you know, the 50% of people are going to die. So, E. coli, you're killing 50% of lettuce. And, you know, the forest fires killing 50% of the economy in California.
Also on this day, in response to artist and YouTuber Mad Munchkin posting a collection of
Mad
drawings
Munchkin.
of dogs from movies,
Munchkin
Chris
on this
replied
dick.
saying that dogs and puppies, in addition to cats, were cute, attaching a selection of photos of her
Face.
cats, Lucy and Sylvia, and her
Just
two
lost all my
dogs,
shit.
Clover
Holy fuck.
and Snoopy, visibly overweight. On December 8th,
Oh, well.
Chris made a short video addressed to one Gracie, whose story of being bullied for her looks was shared by her father and then further spread by My Little Pony voice actress Tara Strong.
Hi, Gracie. This is Christine Chandler giving you a little support. I hear you being bullied.
Well,
Don't let the bullies bother you.
I would not let my kid watch this video. I'm not trying to be rude, but...
I mean, I've been there with you. I was bullied in my childhood, too. I was bullied for being different because of my autism.
I hated that so much. I was bullied for being... It gave me the same energy as the, like, oh, let's see what this anime filter. You know what I mean? This is very kawaii. I don't know. You know how people are like that? It's just like, people bully me for my autism. It just came off as very cringe. Like, what the fuck was that?
And I didn't let that stop me. And I was cyberbullied since 2007.
It's true.
Think I'd let that stop me?
No.
Nope.
Strongest woman in the world.
Nothing stopping me.
China! The wrestler.
I continued on. I created and I worked.
Me
And you
too.
can do the same. Just,
Well, you didn't actually work, but...
you are beautiful. You are bright. And you definitely look very lovely. You look like a woman. Yes, you do.
Okay, relax. Now it's just getting weird, okay? You're already pushing it by calling a kid beautiful, but I get it. You know, maybe that's just us all thinking a little too weirdly because of the shit going on online. But then saying that the kid looks like a woman. Isn't it a child? Relax. Okay, relax.
If somebody tells you otherwise, you can tell them that I said they can take their insults and zap it up theirs.
Whoa,
Report them
zap
to
it.
your authorities, your principal, whoever's nearby, an adult.
True.
Okay?
Good idea. I like
All
that
right.
idea.
Good luck, Gracie. Stay awesome. Zap to the extreme.
Zap to the extreme, up the bully's assholes, guys. That's the way you got to do it, baby.
The next day, she
Zap
wrote on
up
Twitter
their
a plea for
assholes.
Nintendo to include Sonichu, Rosechu, and herself as playable characters in the video game Smash Bros. Ultimate. She offered
Do it, please. For the love of God, do it.
to help by providing her voice acting abilities for all three characters.
I think that if somebody did decide to do like a Chris Chan thing, your better bet would be to not use Christine's own voice. Just being real with you. Just being realsies, because I feel like you just should not do that.
On December 10th, a Twitter user posted an altered version of the newly released teaser image for the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog motion picture, modified to appear as if Sonic was Sonichu, and was shared with Christine.
Oh no.
She responded, writing that she instinctively knew that the filmmakers would not faithfully recreate the titular Sonic's design. She added that the person who altered the image did not accurately reproduce Sonichu's ears, and
Damn, like you really just can't be appreciative of anything, huh? God damn, Christine. You son of a gun. You silly goose.
told them to try again.
Damn.
The maker of the Sonichu plush doll, which Chris criticized upon receiving it, returned to write that Chris should have instead simply written, "Thank you." Chris replied, stating once more that she was sorry for criticizing the plushie before, and reasoned that the reason she tended to be habitually critical was because she was criticized herself many times.
Maybe. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, but that's too self-aware for Christine, so I don't think that they actually think that. Unless somebody said that to them, but maybe.
And listened to a lot of critics and analysts. Christine
Analysts.
thanked them for the Sonichu plushie again, and then addressed the original poster of the Sonichu poster to thank them for their efforts,
You found my channel Thanks to Modern Warrior. Oh, there's a positive. Thanks. I appreciate that.
but added that she felt that more
There's a positive for dealing with Modern Warrior.
work could have been put into it. On December
Timmy
11th,
became a member.
Hey, thank you so much for the small guy, brother.
it was believed that Christine's Twitter account was hacked again when
Oh,
it posted
no.
a preview clip
Not
of a house
again.
tour video she had filmed for the Idea Guys
Well, I don't understand how they're hacking it and then getting these videos. Do they videos stay on Twitter or something? Like if you hack, I don't understand this. I just don't get it.
earlier in the year, and wrote that the full video would be uploaded if she received donations in excess of $500,
Ooh.
urging her followers to think of her quote-unquote feeble mother. The house tour preview was uploaded exactly 5 years after the previous house tour video was uploaded online. Chris took back control and deleted the tweet 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
The next day, her account was hacked again, and 2 more videos filmed for the Idea Guys were posted, one in which she apologizes for
So I'm assuming the Idea Guys are like hacking it. Is that what's going on here?
being a fuck-up and a pedophile, and
What the
another
fuck?
in which she slaps herself repeatedly. Christine quickly deleted the tweets and wrote another, denying that it was her doing, and explained that the actions seen in the clips were the result of the idea guys, Joshua Wise and Stephen Boyd, and she pleaded
probably true.
for them to stay out of her Twitter account, though it was unlikely them
Oh, maybe the videos are in Chris's DMs. Maybe. Yeah, I don't really know how that works, but I guess that makes sense.
behind the hackings.
Or it was just the people that had access to the videos were hacking it and then putting them out there, you know?
On December 13th, Christine purchased a used treadmill from Goodwill for $10.
Damn. What? That's crazy. Somebody want to come purchase my treadmill for $10? I just want it out of the house. My wife and I go to like a gym. It's just like a better atmosphere. I hate walking on a treadmill. I'd rather walk on a tracker or something. It's just like not... It doesn't make me want to walk. It's just weird. It's like boring, you know? It's like when you walk outside, you see stuff and you can engage with the world. If you walk at a gym, you can like actually walk around, you know? And you're also in an environment that encourages you to do so. Whereas like if you're just in your living room, it's hard to walk. It's weird. You know what I mean? It's like doing your homework where you play games. It's hard to do because it's not like the correct environment.
She excitedly posted pictures of it on Twitter, writing that it worked great, and she had just finished walking at a speed of 3 miles per hour for 5 minutes. Some observers noticed that there was visible animal feces on the floor in one of the photographs.
Yeah, hey, listen, sometimes you just shit on the floor, brother. So, you know, that's the problem is if your cat poops on the floor, you got to teach your cat to clean it up, okay? That's why it's still there. He's still teaching his cat to clean up the poop.
The following day, Chris wrote along...
Walk some trails. Yeah, my wife wants me to go hiking, which isn't... I mean, I used to go hiking a lot as a Boy Scout, but like, I don't know if I want to go a whole ass hike, you know?
long thread of tweets in reference to her past drawings depicting her Sonichu characters in sexual scenarios.
Ew.
Yeah, the NSFW direction was not the best impulse I had, even to make one book purposely a controversious one, because it was in at the time, and I was stretching my artistic license and mind in the drawing experiment.
Artistic
Point
license.
is, I learned not only from the extended version of Book 8 and other seriously NSFW pieces I ended up drawing, and Idea Guy and Boyd were no help either. I generally am more SFW and positivity driven in my works. Drawing total nudes, sex, and other real questionable things are not my usual cup of tea, and I am not proud of all of the NSFW drawings I ended up making.
You know, a real question here. What if Chris Chan could actually draw really good, like, you know, inappropriate pictures, and you knew that they came from them, but they were like 10 out of 10 banging, hentai, mommy milkers? Would it be, what would you, if you were looking at it, what would you be thinking about? Like, let's say you're kind of, you're jacking your jambo, you know, and you're like looking at it and you're like, ah, man, this looks so good. But it's like, yeah, but Christine made it. Like, would it creep you out? Because I feel like it would make me like, I'd be like, I don't think I can watch this anymore. It's just too much for me, you know? Like, I just feel like that would really fuck me up, man.
Especially that infamous one that I had torn into pieces. Total wishful thinking gone horribly wrong, that one. But I really do like the pieces where the couple or poly group is cuddling, kissing, hugging, and generally making each other feel happy, appreciates, and loved. I'm still feeling
True identification, guys. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll go bird watching. That's probably a pretty cool idea.
relatively shook up from the worst ones out of that lot, involving myself or Christy, my self counterpart, and my past theoretical and ex-girlfriends, and any humans. It will likely be long after the dimension merge that I'll have recovered from that, forgiven myself fully for the worst of the NSFW items, and even remotely feel at ease drawing anything sexual and/or revealing again. But, fortunately, realizing my being bisexual and accepting myself for that has been going well.
That's
Hell,
nice.
I even ate the whole box of penis-shaped gummy candy someone glitter bombed me a year or so ago.
Okay. I mean, first of all, if they were good gummies, I would eat them too if they're penis shaped. Who cares? But that being said, why would you eat anything somebody sends you? You know, like I just feel like that's a big no-no. You're gonna get hurt, man. What are you doing? Non-man, sorry.
With no regret and appreciation, and I would eat more if I got some, not to mention vagina-shaped candy too. Smiling face with smiling eyes emoji, but I digress. Yet is still a bumpy and long shaft of a road ahead of me as I face each tunnel and speed bump along
The fucking shaft of a road. Stop. You're killing me.
the way. But I'm still riding and surviving. And yes,
Damn, I
I
really
know
like
the
them
innuendo
chests.
I'm making.
Riding and
Also
surviving.
on that day, Chris's Twitter account was hacked once again, this
no,
time writing
what
that her mother, Barbara Ann Weston Chandler, had passed away.
Yeah.
The tweet was soon deleted, and minutes later, Christine recorded a video of her mother confessing that she was still alive.
Hey, Mom. Say something.
My name is Barbara Chandler.
Are you dead right now?
No,
You're very much alive.
yes,
How strong do you feel?
very strong.
Good. Thank you.
frankly, I'm not convinced. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not convinced they're still alive after that.
As a further measure to prevent hackers, Chris logged out of Twitter on all of her devices, reset her password, wiped her laptop of all data, and installed the Windows 10 operating system. An individual on Twitter wrote that it was dubious how quickly the tweet written by the hacker was deleted, and then the video was recorded and posted. Chris proclaimed that she should not be doubted. On December 17th, she expressed her views on the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie, writing that in addition to actor Jim...
Didn't they have to like change it because it got such poor backlash? And then they put it in the Chippendales movie, which was very funny. They put the shitty looking Sonic in that Chippendales movie. It was actually really good if you guys watched it. Not like the porn place, but the actual Chippendales movie, if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Jim Carrey being unsuited to play the villain, Robotnik, Sonic's shoes were incorrect, and he had blue arms.
His shoes were incorrect.
Rather than the original tan color. She claimed that the real Sonic himself was ashamed and embarrassed of the movie adaptation of his own adventures.
Sure, that's true, yeah.
She then posted a short video of her cat, Sylvia.
Hello, Sylvia. Look at you being so sweet. Oh. Temporarily paradise for a moment because the fateful incidents between dimensions, and you decide to hang out with me. You're such a sweet and good little kitty. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. You're so pretty, too.
She also posted a short clip of herself walking on her new treadmill.
Hey, everybody. Checking it out.
All right.
Just let you know that is me. Walking.
Walking like you talking, baby.
Like at 3 miles an hour and counting, baby.
I would have started slower than that, man. I would have worked up to that. It sounds very fast to me.
On December 19th, one of Christine's unpaid debt cases concluded, as she was ordered to pay $2,777.90 to Midland Funding. Soon after, she rejoiced on Twitter that US President Donald Trump declared victory over the terrorist group ISIS, and so US troops were set to leave Syria, praising it as the one thing the Trump of this dimension did right.
The Trump of this dimension, incredible.
However, Chris clarified that she would be voting for Lisa Simpson from the cartoon series The Simpsons in the next presidential elections.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't blame you on that one. Probably the best choice.
In the year 2020. The next day, in response to a Twitter user denying her claims of being a goddess, Chris reconfirmed that she was a goddess and that she had electricity/lightning zapping through her body for 2 nights, claiming she was surviving thousands to millions of volts of electricity.
That just sounds like a fucking, like the Uncle Fester game at the Dim Busters where but it's really just vibrations, not actually shocks. So maybe Christian tried to put a toy in there. Unclit or something. Passing
through her,
weird
she
shit.
assured the doubter that she would make a video showcasing her powers and all her alleged spouses after the merge was completed. On December 22nd, Chris acknowledged that people have been growing impatient regarding the merge, but remained adamant that it would happen at any moment. She reasoned that her frequent spells of deja vu were confirmation of her experiencing predictions she had received in past dreams and visions.
That makes so much sense to me. Holy fuck. That's crazy. I'm having deja vu too. I think that the dimensions are colliding, guys.
Chris wrote that she even had more than 2 deja vu moments while in counsel with her psychiatrist, which left her psychiatrist flabbergasted. She concluded that the surges of electricity she could feel through her body was evidence that she was a conduit for the dimensional merge taking place.
Wow, that's not... Bro, that's the second coming of Jesus Christ, am I right? What's the girl version of Jesus? Jaziza? This is Jaziza Christ, dude. Like Jessica? Jaziza. That makes sense to me.
On Christmas Day, Christine's Twitter account was hacked once again, and someone
could have saw that coming.
Claiming to be Magichan posted a document regarding the so-called Teen Troon Squad. In the document, the supposed Magichan claimed that he was in possession of one of the teenagers, Lucas's, body, and was using it to type out his message. He revealed Lucas's full legal name, home address, and phone number. He continued to explain that the group of transgender teenagers would regularly meet up in Lucas's home to smoke marijuana, most likely without his mother's knowledge. Magichan closed by stating that due to an apparent time dilation, the merge in the real-life dimension of 1218 would be completed in 20 years' time.
Wow, really just offsetting that, huh? Thought it was supposed to happen soon. What the fuck?
At the end of the document...
Jezebel? Would that actually be Jesus' name? Jezebel if they were a girl? Their trans name or whatever? I don't know, maybe.
...was a previously unreleased photograph of Chris with the Teen Troon Squad. To seemingly counter...
Our Troons just like... Those are like really low effort trolls, right? I have to, I gotta make a fucking encyclopedia for this shit. It's crazy.
Correct the leak of information. Lucas himself then posted the video he filmed of Chris apparently kissing her wife Chriselle while high.
Incredible.
He also wrote another tweet implicating Kiwi Farms user and guard dog, the captain, as the person who took control of Chris's account and leaked Lucas's private information.
You're
Lucas
shit
revealed
push, bro.
that the captain was in his late 30s and also posted his supposed phone number. Chris then took back control of her Twitter account to write that she was shocked by the revelation from her supposed husband, who had allegedly been previously warned about giving away personal information, or doxing. She restated that the merge was imminent and told her followers to enjoy the rest of their waking days. Chris said
Jesus Christ, that sounds like a threat. What the fuck?
that she was enjoying her time by playing the recently purchased video game
Among Us.
Starlink.
Just kidding.
At first, she seemed to be dismayed to hear that the merge might be delayed by 20 years. But then she decided that while the majority of people on Earth would be hibernating for 20 years as the merge developed, Christine herself, along with a select few destined to follow her, would remain awake to uphold their destiny. On December 30th, Lucas made his Twitter account available for direct messaging in case anyone was interested in learning the full story about his involvement with Christine.
Oh my god, it's so weird that people get like so much clout off of just like engaging with Christine in some weird fucking way.
On that same day, someone claiming to be Lucas went to the image board 8chan to post a photo of a drawing and medallion depicting Lucas's Sonichu form, both made by Chris.
Wow.
The next day,
looks so good. What an artist. I think I'd be self-conscious jerking off to that though, because you know Christine made it.
the same person proceeded to upload the video in which a naked Christine had pretend sex with her supposed husband, Magichan, which she had filmed for the Idea Guys in early 2018.
What is happening?
The leaker, as Lucas, pleaded for people to stop texting him, linking to his recent Twitter post. He claimed that he would tell the whole story if people stopped texting and calling him. On Twitter,
Didn't he ask people to do that though? I'm so confused.
Lucas claimed that he was not the person to have leaked Chris's sex tape, alleging that it was the doing of the Idea Guys. In a further tweet,
I thought Lucas was one of the Idea Guys. I'm fucking so backwards on this lore.
Lucas wrote that he only used Twitter, and if there were screenshots from other sites of individuals claiming to be him, then they were imitators. Upon learning about the leaks
Just a bunch
herself,
of haters,
Christine tweeted that she was very angry at Lucas, mostly for insulting his own special Sonichu. She also wrote that she would not buy Lucas alcohol, since he was under the legal age to buy it himself.
I didn't even know that was an issue that we were debating. Why would you even need to say that? What the fuck?
On New Year's Eve,
okay.
Chris wrote
Cool.
several posts referring to the countdown to the end of the year and the apparent dimensional merge that was to take place at any moment. In the final hours of the
Exciting
day,
stuff.
Chris wrote a list of best moments for her in 2018, which included meeting friends and allies from both dimensions, discovering
Were
that
the Idea Guys? They were like a troll group that pretended to help. I believe that pretended to like help Christine and end up just trolling the fuck out of her. And like really manipulating her. It's pretty fucking crazy shit.
she was in fact a Sonichu, marrying Magichan, Grizel, Sylvana, and Mewtwo, and being bestowed with the
Why Mewtwo? Like, what's so sexy about Mewtwo? I don't get it.
memories, powers, and
I guess that's just it. I just don't get it.
soul of
Just a fucking
CPU
normie.
Blueheart. On January 1st, 2019, Christine announced that the merge between Dimensions 1218 and C197 was still in progress,
Makes sense,
but was
yeah.
being delayed
I thought it was delayed 20 years.
due to apparent damn red tape. She wrote that she
tape?
still remained married
What is the government stopping it from happening? What red tape? The government's not like pushing through the fucking dimensional merge requests? What is? Do they even know what the word red tape mean or the term red tape means? Or
to her four spouses,
I don't know why I'm
but confessed
overanalyzing
that there
this,
was
but-
still room for one more person from the real-life dimension. On that same day, Lucas wrote in reply to another party that he was very disliked by the people of the QB Farms. A newly created Twitter account then wrote to him that he brought this negative attention onto himself. Lucas then
probably
shared
true,
a
yeah.
notification he received showing that the mysterious new Twitter user was in his contact list on his phone. Lucas elaborated that the only two contacts that he thought might do something like this were Christine and the captain. By this point, the captain had
Shit.
stopped posting on QB Farms for over a month, but
Damn.
was last seen quietly observing threads on the site in the last week of December 2018.
how do you know that? Is that part of the Kiwi Farms? Like you could tell who's if you're like a fucking person that they've been observing stuff. That's interesting.
He had been getting pressure for spending too much of his leisure time away from his wife and daughter to deal with Chris's affairs.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. My wife would be pissed if I was constantly engaging in weird ass shit. So
And was looking to take a break. As Lucas implied, it is possible that the captain, who for months was wishing for the Teen Troon Squad to leave Chris's life, took control of her Twitter account and posed as a troll pretending to be Magi-chan and leaked Lucas's private information to scare him away as one final act to help Chris.
Oh, maybe. That's a hell of a fucking theory.
It is then theorized that he was the one responsible for pretending to be Lucas while leaking videos recorded for the Idea Guys, as he was one of the only people who could easily retrieve Christine's account password and be in the possession of the Idea Guys videos.
Does make sense, though.
After this time, both the captain and the Teen Troon Squad ceased contact with Chris.
Wow.
From this recent turn of events, it was apparent that meddling in Christine's life, no matter with good intentions or bad, was bound to only bring trouble for all involved. As those who got too close had to deal with the negative fallout, Chris careened on, changing rules for her life to form as many comfortable cushions as possible, to brace herself for whatever inevitable blow may come.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a rather poetic ending. It's been a while since we've done Chris-chan, but honestly, I'm vibing on it, man.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.